Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. Now this news that I'm going to talk about is shocking to me. I can't believe that this Canada that has been so peaceful and people has found it as a place of refuge has attracted the cultists of Nigerian origin. According to one of the posts I came across on Twitter from one Ajibusu Onyempiawazu, he said, Canada that we Nigerians are managing. You people have carried your, what did he call it? You people have carried your stupid cultism over there. Some of you Nigerians disgust me so damn much. According to what he wrote on Twitter. My God, I can't believe this. This has been a problem. And you know why these things happen? I remember in is it not UAE, United Arab Emirates? They suspended Nigerians from coming to that country because of cultism. Because I think they fought in one city and wounded people. I think maybe, I don't know whether some people lost their lives in that very incident. So they suspended Nigeria as a whole because of this very incident, because of cultism that some foolish ones have, used to tarnish everybody's image. You see that? So why are we talking about these things, condemning evil? It's because when one person commits this thing, sometimes if it affects everybody, it affects everybody. And because of the stupid laws that are not there to contain these excesses of this nonsense, that's why these things continue. If I happen to be the president of a country or the prime minister of a country, I will even declare such rubbish a terrorist organization. Oh yes, because they kill people. I'll declare it as a terrorist organization. And so that when you join it, you know that you are joining something like, what do you call it, ISIS. I will equalize it on that same level. So when you join it and you are caught, you are gone. But because there are no laws, containing all this rubbish, that's why people wake up and say, oh, you are this, you are that. I've asked, are they paying salary? If you guys are paying salary every month for being a member, fine and good. Then everybody, all of us, the whole world will join you. So you pay us salary. Oh yes, nobody will not like better thing. But no, what do you do? Rubbish, dirty jobs. You go and say, oh, this one is an opposition. Go and destroy him. Have you seen any party fighting, killing the other party? No. Politics, go and check. They are doing their politics. Even in Nigeria, have you seen APC? Oh, looking for, or maybe Tinubu, sending boys to go and buy Atiku. No, it's not there. Have you seen Atiku saying, oh, because Wike is, not listening to the party, oh, go and buy Wike. No, it's not there. But they are playing their politics. When one is still doing birthday, all of them will gather there and eat together. But when it has to do with this cultism, it becomes a terror. So I don't know why the government of this world, they're very weak in implementing laws that can contain the excesses of this nonsense. Very, very shameful to both the Western world and whatever world, African world, third world countries, or wherever this nonsense exists. There should be hardened laws so that when you are joining this criminal organization, you know that yes, you are joining a terror group. When they catch you, they treat you as that. These things will be contained, no time. But when laws are not there to contain them, people come out on social media. This one is saying I'm an activist. This one is saying this one. Those are nonsense. Now watch the videos that I'm about to show you here, so you understand how serious the thing has penetrated the system already in Canada.
Onto university campuses.
So you had generations of groups of young men and women who were educated in the university system of those days, graduated to find that there were no jobs.
Unable to find jobs, they spread out in countries around the world, all the while continuing to pledge allegiance to the increasingly militant and criminal Black Axe.
I think most Canadians would be shocked to hear that that person doing the scamming from Nigeria is actually in their own city, in Toronto or in Calgary or in Vancouver.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Nigeria is simply the name of the franchise. When it comes to financial scams, online scams, romance scams, Nigeria has become a transcendental enclave. It is everywhere but nowhere.
It feels as though the Black Axe hasn't really been on the radar in the justice system. Why do you think that is?
That may well be a fundamental element of its genius. You're dealing with an insidious and subterranean collection of individuals and working almost tirelessly to remain under the radar. Its capacity to remain beneath the surface is a part of its genius.
Back in Toronto, detectives Trotter and Kelly say their one big investigation into the Black Axe netted 30 arrests, enough to make a small dent in local operations.
I think in the end, we rocked their boat. We didn't sink it, but we rocked it significantly.
Coming up, these are masters of psychological trickery and deceit.
So you can see that the thing is, they are even investigating it in Canada now.
Inside their investigation, giving a slideshow presentation of the social media photos that first tipped them off. Strange hats, logos, hands held up to form an X. The detectives analyzed it all and learned for the first time about the feared organization called the Black Axe.
Here's a picture of Mr. Irabor openly wearing his Black Axe beret and military fatigues. The captions next to this were friends of his giving shout-outs in relation to the Black Axe and sort of implying that all the roads in and out of Toronto were wide open for them.
Not only was Toronto considered to be open for business, the social media posts show the criminal organization held a conference right behind a Toronto police building.
You see they've got the conference swag bags there.
They've even got towels with their insignia on it.
The towels with the insignia, and you see the canvas bag that they're holding, all while wearing the berets.
And this?
This was the only outside shot that we were given to say it was in Toronto.
Black Axe was right under their noses, and according to police, operating romance and money laundering scams and counterfeiting operations for years in Canada, completely off the radar. Police say this plaza is a meeting place for the group.
There are a lot of people who will be hearing for the very first time about Black Axe. How much money are they ripping Canadians off of every year? Any way of figuring that out?
Through conversations that we've had with an individual within an executive position that would have knowledge of the financial dealings of the group, said that, and it wasn't entirely clear whether it was Canada or North America, the amount that we were told was between $100 and $300 million a year.
Jesus! But that number is believed to run into the billions when factoring in the global operations.
Where do the tentacles of Black Axe spread throughout this world?
We understand them to have a presence in 26 countries around the world. That they have a presence here in Toronto as well as out in Vancouver. They have official zones. Here in Canada, their primary activities appear to center around fraud and money laundering.
And car theft. The year after detectives...
Voila. So you can see that the whole thing is spreading like wildfire.
Where do the tentacles of Black Axe spread throughout this world?
We understand them to have a presence in 26 countries around the world. That they have a presence here in Toronto as well as out in Vancouver. They have official zones. Here in Canada, their primary activities appear to center around fraud and money laundering.
And car theft. The year after detectives Trotter and Kelly uncovered the Black Axe in Canada, there was a multi-jurisdictional sting targeting a massive car theft ring operating in the Greater Toronto Area.
It is worth noting that this particular group was determined to have direct links to a notorious organized crime group known as the Black Axe. Originating in Nigeria, The Black Axe now has international reach and is known for engaging in large-scale fraud and money laundering scams.
Police made 18 arrests in that 2015 bust, but the Black Axe is behind much more than just romance scams and car frauds. This is an organization that strikes fear amongst those who know about it.
There are people who are scared to even say the word Black Axe.
You can understand the fears. I think a lot of it depends on whether or not they have chapters where you live.
Professor Temitope Oriola is a criminologist at the University of Alberta who has researched the organization that began as a fraternity on campuses in Nigeria decades ago.
Fraternities in Nigeria began in the early 1950s. The aims were very lofty and quite idealistic. They wanted to raise generations of leaders that would metaphorically lead Africa into the promised land, and they recruited some of the top academic performers.
For decades, Nigeria was in the grips of political upheaval and military violence that spread onto university campuses.
So you had generations of groups of young men and women who were educated in the university system of those days, and graduated to find that there were no jobs.
Unable to find jobs, they...
All right, so this is this story here. You can see that the whole thing has spread into Canada that we have been hearing about. Tell me what's gonna be the next line of action. When I want to spoil Canada now, wow, hey, wahala. Anyways, what do I know? Let me know what you guys think about it. Before you know it now, Canada will start looking Nigerians with one eye. With one eye. And before you know it, to give visa to Nigerians now will become a very difficult task to do. And Nigerians will start suffering that because of few individuals. Guys, repent now. What's all this? What's going on there? Who is the dozer of that? Who does that? Please, guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments, okay? And don't forget to use tap send in case you're sending money to Nigeria, and use my promo code so that you can get the bonuses available on this very app. God bless you.